Welcome back to another episode of Beauty, Business, and Mind podcast. I really wanted to think about today is Hairstylist Appreciation Day, okay? And I really wanted to share some tools to help you, the importance of having boundaries, the importance of sharing with the clients in a nice way, things that we do in a fun way to really know what's going on behind the scenes. Because so today's Hairstylist Appreciation Day and everybody's doing different posts, right? And some posts are coming from the hairstylist, some posts are coming from the clients. And this episode is actually inspired by one of my clients, Christina. Shout out to Christina. She has been with me from honestly the beginning of my career starting on myself. So I rented a room part-time in a salon. It was secluded and we started our journey there. She followed me to my salon suite. She's followed me to my mobile salon. And now as I'm getting ready to, let go of my first mobile salon to go welcome my second one, which is like more of a version of things that I've learned throughout the years. Is we're going to be more updated. She shared something so beautiful. It really inspired me to share the importance of sharing behind the scenes with our clients and not having that expectation, well, they must know what it takes, because they really do not. And I appreciate you as a hairstylist. Please take what resonates from this episode. Leave the rest behind. This is not like this is so bad or this is so good. I always talk about being in the gray area. In life, nothing is good or bad. We all need a mix of a little of both, right? Like too much salt or too much pepper is too much on either side. We need a nice blend of things. And I really wanted to talk about the importance of we need mental health days, right? You need boundaries. You cannot have your clients texting you all the time, emailing you all the time, and you feeling forced like you have to reply. I remember getting those emails and those text messages at 1 a.m. Okay, that's happened to me throughout my career in the beginning. It no longer happens because I have boundaries, and I wanted to share some really simple ways to do that, because I know, and from just looking today in the vibe, from what I'm reading throughout social media where I'm at, it's something that happens a lot, and I think it's so important that we educate our clients and let them know what happens and what's more that it takes to being behind the chair, because you probably can resonate with this and it can get annoying, but how many are family members, can you just do my hair for free? Or like, oh, hey, you have so much fun and you love doing hair, so can you just do my hair for fun? This is a career that we chose because we wanted freedom of time, right? And boundaries and all those things come into play. So please feel free. I'm going to start doing new things with the podcast. So this is a new season. I'm going to go into season 3 of the podcast, because I'm starting to change and evolve my business. And so the podcast is going to be evolving as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the name of the podcast, but for now it will be this way. But I'm going to start giving you little tools to help you grow your business if you decide to use social, okay? You don't have to use social media, but if social media is one of your tools, I'm going to start giving you like free little templates to go use. So today is April 25th. So it's April 25th. So if you go at Instagram at Celeste Stylist, you can copy my reel, okay? You literally click on the reel that I just created today, which is just one reel that I created today, and you can click on it. And if you click on that reel, it'll say template. You click on template, the audio's already there for you. It already shows you what I did on that reel, and it'll make sense. I'm going to describe it today on the podcast. You can put 4 pictures and it's done for you. And this is going to be really helpful so that you can utilize this to inform your clients. What else do you do aside from doing your amazing highlights or your amazing eyebrow lifts or your amazing makeup artistry? Whatever beauty service that you provide, microblading, nails, whatever it is, what are the other things that you're doing behind the scenes? So I'm going to share with you what I ended up doing for mine. So I have 2 different accounts. So for Celeste Stylist, what I went ahead and did, I just shared that, I respond to emails. I put really beautiful pictures. I just had this amazing photo shoot. It was like Pride and Prejudice, like old school, like riding in a gondola in Napa. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's a freaking a gorgeous photo shoot that have so much content from it. And I really wanted to start showcasing it. So today was the perfect day for it. And shout out to Cami, the photographer. She actually was the only one that took pictures of me working, which I appreciate a lot. Because sometimes we think, oh, pictures have to be professional and aesthetic. And it was a reality. I was working in a table next to the snacks. That's how I look. It was freezing in there. I had my jacket on. I love that she captured what I actually look like when I'm working, and I look very serious because, that's just how I look when I'm working. So anyways, in this reel that you get to recreate, the template's already there for you. The audio is there for you. You just put your pictures, and at the end, you just put like the words of like, what are the things that you do. I wrote on there, I respond to emails and inquiries and do contracts, and I disinfect, and I have to go buy inventory, right? And I have to book, and I have to do time management, and like all the things, right? And I did this it's not like a mean thing. Like the really cute audio of this reel, which was done by somebody else. It says most people think I do this, but this is what I really do. And then it does like little popping sounds, and you can put the popping sounds. You can synchronize like your words on there of what you do. And that's exactly what I did. It was a fun way. I'm using this reel as an example today, as Hairstylist Appreciation Day today, to showcase that we can do in a light, fun way, share with our clients what else does it take to do what we do. I put like another one in my other account. If you don't know, I have a second account, Sonoma Mobile Lounge, that's exclusively just for bridal services or special event hairstyling and makeup. I have a team that works with me. Shout out to my team. Shout out to Sandra. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to my girls. Okay. And shout out to V, because I've been working with V too. So shout out to Valentina. Throw her in there too. So I work with a team. I don't do it all by myself. Okay. And in that account, I did the same thing, but I also went more into depth, right? Because you see a bridal hairstylist, you're like, oh my gosh, why do they charge so much, right? So I'm putting myself, and letting you go inside my brain. Today we're going inside Celeste Stylist's brain, how I do this content, and I really hope this resonates and helps at least one of you. So I go into the brain for my second account, Sonoma Mobile Lounge, which is the bridal part of my business. And I'm like, okay, so she's a bridal, she's going to hire a bridal stylist or bridal makeup artist. Why the heck do they charge so much, right? So I show this stunning, gorgeous pictures, which are all done in Sonoma, this photo shoot, and it's just amazing photography by two photographers. And at the end, it's me working, and then I throw during the bubble popping sound, I put I need to, create contracts. I need to do timelines. I manage a team in that business. I have to do continuing education. There's so much more that goes into that, right? There is more management, not just for the follow-up of emails that I get, but also of inquiries, keeping timelines and bookings and responding and, following up. There's so much that goes into that business. Honestly, shout out to everybody in the bridal industry or special event industry. That takes a lot of work. It's a lot of follow-up, and that's why it's so much more pricier. To be honest, being a regular hairstylist and doing other hair treatments and hair color services is so much more easier. And in my opinion, it's probably less mentally exhausting and physically exhausting to do the other services than it is to do bridal, because people have expectations, and, not everybody's going to like your artistry, and just so much it goes follow back and forth, with pricing. People, so you're going to be amazing for your ideal clientele, and you're not going to be a good fit for some others, and people like window shopping. It's just different things, right? So when I created that reel, I did it in a fun way. I'm inviting anybody. It's not about shouting me out, okay? It's about shouting out to the hairstylist, right? So I'm like, shout out your favorite hairstylist. Let them know that you love them and you appreciate them. And also, I wanted to show education, not solely just for the customer or the ideal client for the bride, or the special person that's hiring me for special events such as prom or whatever, baptism, special events that they need to go to that they want to get glammed up for. but I also wanted to do it for the beauty pro because I know it can be very scary, especially in the bridal industry, to be more upfront and forthcoming. But communication is always going to be such an important key of business. And I think it's so important that we start getting more comfortable as beauty professionals and hairstylists to let people know really what it takes behind the scenes. Because, for example, like I go to a esthetician, and I get I get a hydrofacial, okay, and it's a special machine, and I know that special machine costs like $35,000, okay, and I know that it's not just push a button, like it takes technique on the pressure, and there's buttons and cleaning and all this crap that my esthetician does. That's an expertise that I know it takes because I've seen how much work it takes and I've looked into those machines, okay? But if I was just a regular hairstyle, like a regular person, I wouldn't know what it takes. I wouldn't understand why a hydrofacial can be up to like $350. Like that would make no sense to me, right? And that's the part for us as beauty professionals. Like it's so important that when we have that chance to take it. So right now that reel is trending. I've seen it a lot with the makeup artists. And since today's hairstylist appreciation day, I put the reel out there. I did it on both my accounts. I used both different pictures. But similar things. And I wanted to share that template is there available for you at Celeste Stylist on Instagram. You can just go ahead and copy it, put your pictures, and put what you want your clientele to know. So that's number one on boundaries today on Hairstylist Appreciation Day. Let your clients know if there's an opportunity with a fun reel or post or something that's trending, do it, right? Like another idea that I have for you is the Barbie one. So you can download like the Barbie movie that you can put your thing on Barbie. But I'm put on there like not just a hairstylist, or cosmetologist, because I don't see myself like that's all I am. I am not solely a hairstylist or cosmetologist. I'm a human being and I'm not defined by my work. So that has been a lot of work for me to get to this point. So I did that. So I mean, like utilize whatever is like trending and feels good to you to share like points of views and values are important to you. Okay, part number 2, let's go into for Hairstylist Appreciation Day. I've been seeing a lot of things also on pricing. So I just want to give you 3 quick tips on that. So on pricing, number 1, if you have a website or booking site, put what your starting rate is. Okay, so if I go to your site and I see that your haircuts start from 120 plus, I know that if I want a haircut, I'm going to start 120 plus before I even contact you. And that will give you confidence when a stranger comes to you, they already saw your website. Or if you have if you don't have a website and you just have a pin Instagram post on your pricing, people know exactly what your starting prices are before they contact you. Or even if they ask you, you are already confident to be like, oh yeah, my haircuts start on 120. You can be more confident, utilize social, utilize website for that. I think it's so important that you do that. And if you're one of the, hairstylists, I know right now it has been a big thing to have intake forms. Let people know your pricing. Let people know like before they even, take your time and knowing how much you're going to charge me for a balayage, how much you're going to charge me for this service. Like let them know my starting prices start from $150 to $550, or if you like whatever works best for you, but make pricing comfortable for you. Like please do utilize social, utilize your forms, utilize your booking systems to help the process easier for your client, so that number 1, they know right away, okay, I can afford $500, or like, no, it's way out of my price budget. And number 2, save you time from having to reply to messages and having to do more work when you don't have to. The other part I wanted to talk today about for Hairstylist Appreciation Day is the importance of saying no and our mental health, okay, and our mental well-being, okay? So it's okay to say no. And I wanted to give you 3 ways to respond to saying no when you don't feel in your gut or it doesn't seem like it may be a right fit for a client or an inquiry in your business, or in a DM or in a phone call. This is how you can get out of it and not feel guilty. Thank you so much for your consideration, but unfortunately, I'm already booked up for that day. Thank you so much. But unfortunately, I already have an event booked for that day. I appreciate you. I hope you have, an awesome event. And thank you for your consideration. That's another way to say no. Or, or if you really want to do something, but you're getting kind of scared because somebody already responded to you, well, I have a budget. Don't allow your clients to take your power away, and you get to say no. So for example, if I contacted you today and I'm like, hey, so what is your pricing so that you can blow out my hair at home on a Sunday? And let's say Sundays are not a day that you work. So you have two options. You can be like, okay, I want to do this. And you can be like, okay, so my starting prices based on your location and what you're looking for, it would be at $150. Did you want to move forward? Right? Or if you're like, heck no, Celeste, Sundays are my day. I am working for nobody. Then you can be like, oh, thank you so much for, reaching out to me. Unfortunately, I'm not available for that date. And you can refer them out to a friend, or you can refer them out to another hairstylist if you like, or just leave it at that and send them good wishes, and that's it. Don't feel obligated to say yes. And I really want to emphasize that because there are days in the week that I will not work. And I don't tell people that because, number one, for me, it's nobody's business. Number two, I have team members that work during those days for my bridal side of the business. So I wanted to share with you that we get to say no as beauty pros. We do not have to do anything. And I really hope that you're in a safe environment and a really good salon space, even if you are commission or your booth rental, where you can say no, because it's so important for our mental well-being and to also start trusting our intuition. Have you ever had that one time that you knew that wasn't going to be a good fit, but you forced yourself to do it and it bit you in the butt? Yes, I have been there too. So start trusting yourself. When it's not in alignment, if you already planned a vacation, something that happened to me, I had somebody inquire for me and I was on vacation. And I almost thought about canceling my vacation or leaving later to the camping site in order to do this event. And then I was like, wow, Celeste, you're about to break your own word and break your own boundaries. That is not okay. So I ended up saying, unfortunately, I'm not available for that date. And I want to give you that emphasis and also the importance of being strong in holding your words for what matters to you. Yes, money is awesome, and I love being able to make events and go to events, be part of special days, work with amazing artists, and have fun. And but there's a lot of work that goes behind it too. But for me, for my health, I can't do that all the time. So don't feel guilty. Sometimes people are going to try. I feel like they're never saying, hey, you're going to hold up your boundaries. They're going to try to get you on your days off. But be strong enough to say no. And the other part for well-being, which I really wanted to share, I got into the beauty industry in 2016 and I got licensed in October of 2017. It was during the wildfires here in California. It was a crazy ass time. And just thinking about it, I'm like, wow, it's been so long, I've been in the industry and all the years and working behind the chair as an assistant for big hairstylists, from the hairstylists I mentored from, for all kinds of places that I've been and learning so many things. Our well-being is something that's really important. And I did want to touch on this 3 points before we end our episode today, which is going to be a little bit of a shorter one. There are going to be days when you are going to try your best and you're not going to feel like it's your best work, okay? And I wanted to let you know that is normal. It doesn't matter how comfortable you get doing something. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I wish that curl was better. Or damn, I don't know, I think I should place it better this way next time. Or damn, is it really that good or is it not? Sometimes I have days where I doubt myself and I am my hardest critic. And I want to share that with you because sometimes people think, oh, it's other people, why people don't like it. Sometimes you yourself can be your own worst critic. And I think it's so important that as hairstylists, we give ourselves grace. We hold so much emotion and space for other people, but you matter. Your well-being matters too. So please know that if you're giving your 100%, don't discount your service if you're not super happy with it. If you gave it your all, I give my work my all, and I always find ways I can improve. That's how I always get better. I'm like, okay, next time I have to do this different and that different. But please don't discount your services because of that. Number 2, for your well-being, please don't allow others to take advantage of you. And I did want to talk a little bit about this for today's point on well-being. Is right now there's this big trend which I predict is going to become even bigger, okay? And that is the photo shoots. So style shoots are amazing. They're an amazing opportunity. Sometimes there are events, or like if you want to get into like bridal industry, or maybe you just want to get more clients in your area, and you want to start offering services or giveaways or whatever it is, right? And you want to start offering your services for free. Please be very mindful that you always get the same return back. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to put all this effort and time and your expertise into something, what are you getting back from it? You are a beauty professional and you went to school. You have made sacrifices to have that title of hairstylist, okay? So please value yourself, value your work, and know when it is a good fit for you, and when it is time, to give, and when it is time to start charging for your services. I think it's so important for me. It's always about equal amount of give and take. It's not me get more or they get more. It's an equal exchange. So make sure that that's really something that you're doing if you decide to do style shoots, or you're doing donations, or doing special events for charity. Make sure that it's always an equal exchange, because just to give you like a little behind the scenes. So for Project Grad, which is like a sober graduation party for seniors, they actually do pay, I believe, I don't know how much they pay, but I know they pay a fee to hairstylists that go for that event. And that is an event that the students pay for. It's a minimal fee, but it's a lot of donation based. Like the time I give into that, that community, it's for free, and it's like once a month plus some time at home. So I just want to share that with you, that even when you do free or special events, even within your community, you're allowed to ask for pay. Okay, so very important, especially with style shoots and all this stuff. I just really want to put it out there. Remember your expertise. Remember like all it took to where you're at, and don't devalue yourself for that. And lastly, number 3, I really wanted to talk about just the importance of taking care, like your body, your heart, and your mind as part of beauty professionals. We are freaking like, I mean, I'm not saying like we're like therapists, but we hold so much emotional like support for our clients. Like we know them sometimes better than they have family. Sometimes we're the only person that really touches them. We're sometimes the only person that really connects with them, and our relationship can develop over time, right? And sometimes we have amazing clients. We have clients that can be more challenging, depending on what part of the industry you're in. You do a lot of like brand new clients all the time, and maybe you're like very sensitive to energy, which I know I am. So I know it can feel even harder for you. Please take time to disconnect. And I really wanted to share a focus on this, because last year was one of my biggest years for my business. This year, my business has been growing even more. But I've really taken a lot more time to disconnect, and nobody is talking about this, but Celeste is going to talk about this. Of course, I'm going to share this with you because you're part of my community. Like, I want you to thrive. And I used to hear this all the time, and I thought people were full of shit. But now that I've experienced it, I know that is something that's true. When you take time to take care of yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally, maybe just go on a walk, or maybe turn off your phone, or put on airplane mode from 6 at night until like 8 in the morning, which Celeste does, I do. If you don't want to disconnect from social, if you want to spend more time with your family, whatever it is for your well-being, you're going to be in a better space. And I want you to really like think about this, because this has really helped me and served me to not only just like grow my business, but also allow opportunities to come into my life. And I want to share this with you because I want you to have opportunities to come into your life. How are you going to accept new opportunities and of abundance from the universe, God, energy, whatever, in anything that you believe in, whatever that your belief system in, you're going to allow more things into your life if your life is full. If you're already stressed out in your work and you have no time for yourself, less to take one more possibility or opportunity, how can you ask for that if there's no room in your life? We need to make room in our life. So I've been more intentional about what I post on social. I've been being way less on social. Sometimes I catch a trend like I did with that little makeup one that I shared with you today that you can utilize the template if you would like. Excuse for the guys. For all of you. Make time for you and allow yourself to evolve and change. One of the hardest things, and I'm going to open my heart here, that I heard, it was when my mom told me that, like your sister went to school. Shout out to my sister. She's a licensed vocational nurse. Hey, go sister. And I'm a hairstylist. I'm a cosmetologist. And she's like, your sister's the only one that went to school. And that kind of hurt my feelings because I've spent a lot of money on my education and I spent a lot of time and I made a huge sacrifice to go to school to become a cosmetologist and to learn everything because it wasn't easy for me. It really was not. Nothing comes naturally to me in this industry. Okay, it's been taking a lot of work to get to where I'm at today. And it hurt my feelings, but I stood up for myself and I told my mom, this is my industry and this counts. I went to school and this is my degree, right? Because I was like proud of myself. But then I also was a beautiful lesson for me that I want to share with you today. We are so much more than just a hairstylist and just cosmetology, okay? If tomorrow your body, your life, or you decide you want to go a different route, please allow yourself to change and morph to where you're going. And I really wanted to end the episode with this part of it because I, Celeste, the podcaster that you're listening to today, who's in your ear today, struggled with letting go of highlighting hair as part of my identity. Highlighting hair was one of my specialties and one of my biggest money makers. And when my health came into play, and I know the toll that it takes every time I do that, I had to choose me. And it was the hardest thing I ever done because I usually have a lot of worth towards my work. I think if I work good, then my worth is good, right? And I had to really let go of that and not be primarily about my net worth or, my work is what I'm worth. And detaching myself from that was the hardest thing to do. And I know for many of us, or maybe somebody who has a hard time detaching themselves and their worth from their work. I am part of different things and I hear it too from other, professionals and beauty pros and outside of our industry that have a hard time changing jobs or leaving the industry, even though they know it's bad for their well-being or their body, or they want to change into a different scope within their industry because they're scared of what people are going to judge them. And I was there too. But I want to open the possibility for you that it can be a beautiful thing, that you can learn how to make money and how to find other passions and how to find other ways to create income that is outside of your expertise. I never in a million years would have imagined that I would make money from affiliations and make money from being asked for my opinion, from being part of DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion committees. I never imagined that I would be paid a good amount of money for 7-second reels or 30-second reels for companies and brands. And all this has happened little by little. And I'm not saying you're going to become a millionaire. You're going to make $100,000 from it. People do. Good for them. That's not me. I'm being realistic. But it does supplement some of the money that, I used to come all the time more easier when I would highlight hair. And I chose my health. And I chose to go a different route with my business. And that was the hardest decision I've ever had to make because highlighting didn't come easy to me. And I spent a shit ton of money on that. A lot of my money went towards learning how to master that. And I love it. I have a passion for it, but it's not good for my health. So I decided to stop it. And I wanted to share that part because as I share with you, I'm selling my first mobile salon. And I'm getting ready to do the second one, which is going to be like my baby. I'm allowing myself to evolve and change. And even my business is going through another evolution of change as well. and trusting others, and I'm not the sole person being behind the chair or like doing the work, and also building up other people. Like for me, it's not just about hiring people. It's I want my team members to go kick ass and to grow. And I know one day they're going to have to leave me, but if I can help them lift up while they are flying their wings, then they're going to help me also bring other people like from under to bring them up to fly their wings. I feel kind of like a mama hen, right? You help your chicks, and then the chicks go on their own, they go do their own thing, and the new chicks come in, right? And that's how I'm looking at it, like a little abundance chick, and I'm the mama chick, okay? And I just wanted to share that with you because as my business is starting to go through a flow and evolution, like I don't know where I'm going to end up, but I'm willing to trust the unknown. And as beauty pros and hairstylists, I know you have given up so much to be here. I know that being in this industry is hard AF and can be very freaking lonely. For me, it was the loneliest thing I've ever done in an industry wise, just because sometimes it can be catty, like honestly, being honest AF. Sometimes like I've had really bad situations, like really catty, like nasty people who have belittled me or not been nice. But I've also have met some fucking amazing humans that in this industry too. That I'm just like, damn, you have a heart of gold. You're amazing. So there's everything in every industry, but this has been one of the hardest industries, especially because our industry and styles and fashion is always freaking constantly changing. You have to be on top of that, right? But I really want to invite you to choose your own path. As a hairstylist and in this appreciation day, choose to be you. Choose your own path. I chose my own path. I have a mobile salon. I'm selling it. I'm creating another one. I'm choosing my own path. I am changing my business, and I invite you to change your business and to pivot. And I really hope that you know how amazing you are. I really hope that you know how many lives you have changed from people that tell you or don't tell you, because sometimes we'll never hear how you have impacted somebody else. And just remember, there's always somebody watching you. There's always somebody like, wow, like I want to be like her. Like, wow, somebody who's so proud of you that you don't even know the people around you that you're impacting. So don't diminish your power. Don't diminish your light. Choose to be who you truly are and showcase that to your world, showcase that to your clients. But most importantly, choose to be in this industry the way that you want it to be. If you want to start something new, start something new. If you want to be in the industry, but like introduce something in a different way, do it a different way. Don't be scared, because sometimes those innovative ways are ways that we should have done it. Like I know there's been like many opportunities I have missed because I was so scared for the longest time of what people would think, and now I just don't care. And it's not that I don't care about people, it's that I don't care about other people's opinions. I know what's behind the intent of things that I do. So I invite you for this Hairstylist Day of Appreciation, for all of us hairstylists, that you remember what a badass you are, to remember to be authentically you and to go do your own thing. Remember there's light and there's shine for all of us in this industry. And the more comfortable you can get with yourself and the more that you can take care of yourself, the better that you'll be, not just for yourself or your loved ones, but also in your business. And with that, I end this episode. So much love. I'll see you back here next week. Bye, love.